Hello everybody and welcome to my vlog. So today is my day 2 of working at Los Angeles Haunted Hayride, and I wanted to share with you a few impressions from working yesterday, which was an opening night. So I'd like to tell you a little bit first about the process, how my workday starts and how it ends. So basically my call time is 5 p.m. At 5 o'clock I come here to this table right there. I think you can see it. Anyways, I sign in on the computer and I wait for about an hour or so, which is like the best time ever. You just get to chill in this beautiful place. And then after that, I'm supposed to go to my production trailer, and that's where I put on my clothes and my mask. And then after a short time waiting, I go to my actual workspace where I get to scare people. The audience starts coming at about 7 p.m. and continues until about midnight. And during that time you basically experience hell. Well, at least I do. You know, the mask is not very comfortable. It's made of rubber and you cannot really, you can kind of feel like you're suffocating almost. You know, it's definitely like creating a large pressure after some time, and you really want to take it off, but it's part of my job to wear that shit. The place where I work is the maze, which is not the worst place to work at, but it's not the best either. There are a lot of strobe lights and they're just flickering all the time, and it's in the darkness, so you cannot really see anything and you feel very dizzy. But it's not the worst place to work. In my opinion, the worst place to be is where the main trail is. You see, when the audience comes in, they get on wagons pulled by tractors, and these tractors take them across the actual haunted hayride. And you see, actors are meanwhile scaring them. And what I heard is that some people, they get run over by tractors. You know, because tractors are in motion, and actors supposed to get very close to the audience. And I'm glad I'm not there, because I would definitely get you know, my limbs run over. I'm a very clumsy guy. But where I am, it's under the tent, so I don't really get that experience, thanks God. Overall, it's a very physically demanding job. You know, you're on your feet, you get to scare people. You know, some people, they are really frightened by me scaring them. You know, I've seen one girl, she was about 11 or 12 years old yesterday. She was just absolutely hysterical, like she was crying, and I actually didn't scare her. I thought she was like already in a state of shock, and you don't want to be a complete asshole. You kind of need to know your boundaries. After a few hours, you know, I experienced really like a strong desire to sit down and kind of relax, but you don't. You basically keep going and keep scaring people. You know, the producer told me that I need to use my voice more and kind of growl and do all that shit. But the thing is, if you do that, like I did it a little bit yesterday, my voice kind of gives out after a little bit, and it's just very, very hard. So what I do is I kind of jump scare, and after that I quietly follow the crowd to the exit. And actually it kind of was effective somewhat. Yesterday, one lady, she was kind of joking that if they're allowed to sexually harass actors, and I just kind of followed her creepily to the exit, and I kind of put my arms around, like give me a hug kind of way, and she laughed about it. She said that it was a bit creepy, like not in a scare way, but more like in a sexual predator way. Oh well, I guess I put my true personality here. What else can I say? So yes, we have 19 shows. Today's second show, and the last show will be on Halloween night, which is October 31st. The crowd here that works in Haunted Hayride is very diverse. I'm in my mid-30s, and I'm kind of average age. Well, actually I'm a little bit above average. Most people here are younger, but there are quite a few older actors, like in their 50s and maybe even 60s. A lot of gay people. I don't know. I just remembered I had a roommate who was gay, and he liked to jump scare us. And I think maybe there is some natural inclination in gay people to scare. Who knows? Maybe I'm suggesting a topic for a research. So overall, I'm doing it for experience. The job itself is kind of, well, let's be honest, shit. But I hope to maybe later on use that experience of working here to get a job in, like, as a costume character, maybe even in Disneyland or some other place. They get paid quite a bit if you work in a good place. Like, you can get paid about $20 an hour. But yes, it's definitely, even though we're called actors, it's not what people have in mind when they talk about acting. It's kind of like as glamorous as being an extra. In fact, it's probably even less glamorous, because as an extra you work in much more humane conditions, and you also get to work on some good shows, some TV series. You get to see famous actors and famous directors, and here you just get to see scared people. Well, in fact, I don't even get to see them, because, like I said, in that tent I don't see anything. It's just strobe lights flickering and some figures walking around in the shadows, and you get tired a lot. That's me paying my dues. Thank you very much for watching. Peace and love.